What's going on, guys? We are back today with another video, and today I'm going to be commentating through one of my Tier 100 runs using the Barrage build that I posted. As we're going through the dungeon here, I'm going to be pausing and kind of explaining what I'm doing and how I'm dealing with different affixes on the mobs or the dungeons or the different types of elites. And hopefully this will be able to help you if you are planning to try out this build for pushing to tier 100. So as you can see here, this dungeon is a Bastion of Faith. So let's just start here and look at the affixes. Let me turn the volume down. So the affixes here, we have extra DR for health missing, which is awesome. Cold Enchanted. So this is one of those dungeons where I would say Cold Enchanted probably isn't too bad because you have a lot of mobs that just swing really slow or that you can just evade. So you're less likely to get stun locked in here, I would say. Additional damage is cold is not really that big of a deal. The lifesteal is not that big of a deal. And then the vulnerable resist, where I have reduced vulnerable duration, is pretty bad. It's gonna lower my damage quite a bit since I'm gonna have a lot less vuln up time. But as you're gonna see, like it's not the end of the world. You can still get through it as long as you're playing smart and you don't die. All right, so the first thing you're gonna notice is that I I have Cold Imbue applied first. So usually what I like to do when I'm walking into a pack is, like, there's only two enemies here right now, but what I like to do is have Cold Imbue, and then you're gonna see I just pop, I think, two like raw barrages with no combo points. And I'm gonna do that to freeze the enemies. And what that allows me to do when they're frozen is start stacking my momentum. So yeah, you see I pop it off, and then, so this guy's frozen, so now I'm trying to start stacking momentum so I can get my healing and DR. And then once I have momentum up, I'm gonna start just trying to kill everything. So I drop my trap now, and I go into everything. That's dead. So kind of the same concept here. What I'm looking to do at the start of every pack is get my momentum rolling. And the easiest way to do that is, like I said, you can apply Cold Imbue to your barrage and just go in with your barrage raw. Like, don't even bother building your combo points. Just spam it when they're frozen. Hit your blade shift and then start getting your momentum. Or another thing you can do is try to just like run behind like a ranged enemy somewhere in the back of the pack, which I think I did probably here. Like you can see, I think I run to the back where the champion guy is, and then I get in back of him, and then start stabbing him. That'll also stack momentum. So the main idea is just that you want to have your momentum up as early as possible going into a pool. So here you'll see like I'm stopping and spamming my blade shift. You'll see me do that quite a bit. So what I'm just doing with that is making sure that my might, my aspect of might is up, which is just 20% DR. So before I go engage him, I'm making sure my 20% DR is up, just to make me a little bit tankier so I don't just get clapped in one shot when I walk up to him. So here, what I'm doing is I'm dropping a trap to set up my burst. I have Cold Imbue applied. When he goes down, he should pretty much die instantly. I think the Vuln is going to run out when he does go down, so I might have to get lucky with like a Vuln proc off Barrage, or I think here I have, it looks like my next Barrage here should proc Vuln. So let's see if he just dies. Yeah, he just dies immediately. So yeah, I dropped my trap. Uh, I position myself to his back so I can get momentum as I'm hitting him with blade shift. Drop the trap, and then when he goes down, I'm getting that extra crit from trap mastery. And then he's just CC'd, so I have all my multipliers going, and once he's frozen and I start critting him, he just dies immediately. That's pretty much the whole concept of the build. Same thing here. So one thing to note is with these big guys, even if you have all of your defensives up, these big guys here will hurt you quite a bit. So what I like to generally do with them is, like they swing very slow. So what you'll see I'll do is what I generally like to do is if I have a trap up, I'll drop trap, just walk away, wait till they fall down, and then go kill them. And as you can see here, like they just have this really long wind-up swing, but you can literally just walk away from it and not have to deal with it. So I drop my trap, walk away. He's down, so I kill him, and then all that stuff's dead. Same thing here, we drop trap, he goes down, I have all my stuff going. You can see the Vuln ran out there, which kind of sucks. So in that case, let's see why the damage wasn't that good. I don't have Cold Imbue. So I didn't get a Cold Imbue reset, and I had Vuln run out for a little bit, so you're going to see that the damage did drop off quite a bit. Cold Imbue is quite a big multiplier for like killing elites really fast. And as you can see, like we are super cooldown dependent. So right here I have nothing up, and he just took a little bit longer to die, and the Vuln just kind of runs out, which really doesn't help. But so he does go unstoppable, and I'm not really too worried because he's just by himself and he's not doing much, as you guys can see. So we just wait it out and kill him. And that's that. So here I'm looking to kill the champion mobs first. I'm stacking my momentum. We drop the trap. That's when our burst happens. I'm trying to focus out the big guy. I have him frozen. So you can see that I had him frozen, and then once that happens, he's not doing anything. So I go over to kill the other guy that's healing him, and he's just not going to do anything. And then once he's dead, I'll just come back and finish him off. And I'm always trying to be in back of stuff so I can keep my momentum rolling. You can just walk through stuff with blade shift, so just walk around, position yourself in back of them, and hit them so you can keep your momentum up. Another thing to notice is I am pretty much using my stuff on cooldown, like there's no point to hold it. I mean, arguably I could have held it, 'cause I think I'm going to go fight this elite now. I could have held my cold imbue, but I generally just try to slam my stuff when it's up, just to get more damage. So I actually go this way instead. And no, we're going to go kill the elite. So I'm spamming, oops. You can see I'm spamming my might to get my defense up, my DR. So there I opted to just slam some barrages out with cold imbue up, with shadow imbue. So I think what I did there, why I did that is kind of like how I mentioned before. You can spam your barrage as you're going into a pack because you have Vile Apothecary. Sometimes you'll get like a lucky proc of like Ices or something. Like you don't even necessarily need to have cold imbue applied. Like sometimes you can just get a lucky proc of Ices and then he'll get frozen, and then you can just walk up to him and stack your momentum for free. So I think that's what I was kind of trying to do here was just get like a lucky freeze proc so I can go up to him and get my momentum up. But obviously that didn't happen. He's still not frozen. Now he is. We drop the trap, have cold imbue up, and he just melts. I mean, and as you guys can see so far, like the affixes, like the cold enchanted, it hasn't been that big of an issue. So here I instantly freeze him. I had an icy proc. I dropped the trap. Um, these guys, I believe, they are tankier. They have, I think, more health or armor or something. So you're gonna see that I just did not burn him. He is unstoppable now, and I think the reason I'm running is because he has cold enchanted, and I don't want to get caught in a stun lock. So I'm just kind of, yeah, you see that one hit took like half of my HP, and I have momentum and might and 40 stacks of disobedience up. So what I'm doing, I went back in, and I think what I'm doing right now is just blade shift hitting him, because if you just straight up run away, your momentum can fall off, which means your healing is gonna fall off, and some of your damage reduction is gonna fall off. So what I'm doing is going back in because I want to keep my momentum up, but at the same time, I'm just trying to like kind of bait him and wait for Unstoppable to run off. And then once Unstoppable runs off, I'm going to try to burst him down again. So yeah, we avoid that big wind-up attack. You can see I'm just like walking back through him. Unstoppable wears off, and then we can start bursting him down, and now he's dead. So yeah, I was blade shift hitting him and then just like walking through him, trying to evade his attacks that way, but also doing that to keep momentum up so I don't lose my healing and DR. So I don't have anything up here. You can see I went into him, I didn't have anything up. Vuln already wore off from exploit, so I have my trap coming up now, which I'm gonna drop, and I just kind of chipping him away at him. Vuln ran out again, now he's unstoppable, so I am running. Just trying to do the same thing as like the other guy. Like I just kind of run around, try to bait him and keep my momentum up. And then you saw once the unstoppable wears off, he's pretty much, you can just burst him down again. Then we have the poison pool, and then you want to watch that little bubble. So at this point, you can see there I had Rugged up, I think, from like a dungeon I was doing before or something, and I kind of just realized it. Since we don't have there's not really any dots in here, and the affixes aren't dot related, I could have just taken more damage this whole time, I think. So you kind of just see me do that there. So yeah, I only have one more elite at this point, which is over here, and then I'm spamming might for my DR, or spamming blade shift to get might for my DR. You can see there how we engage him. So I think what I did was shadow step in. So this guy you can shadow step in on because this is one of those big dudes and they just attack slow. So if you shadow step in and immediately run, generally you're going to be okay. I did drop a trap as soon as I shadow stepped in. And then I'm running away, waiting for that trap to go off. And then once he's down and that trap is off, I'm going to go in with Cold Imbue and burst him down. So he's down, we have our imbues up, and he's dead. And that's the first section of the dungeon. So now we're going to go to the next area. I just want to look at what happened here with the big guy. So we do have the big guy. I just hit Barrage there because I'm trying to proc some freezes. So you can see exactly what happened here. Honestly, I don't have anything up. I didn't spam my blade shift for might. I don't have momentum, and then I have a really low disobedience stack, and I think he's also not poisoned. So I kind of just took a raw hit to the face, and you can see I pretty much almost died. So that's why you don't want to just run into a pack and like just go start blasting like just brain dead because you can die very, very easily. So I dropped a trap there waiting for him to fall and then just burst everything down. Again, we just wait for trap to go off. I think I got a vial proc with that, so you saw everything was getting frozen. In this scenario, I'm just trying to single out the champions, and then you see once that happens, everything explodes. I did get a vial proc off that trap too, so you saw like everything there. You saw how strong that is. Like everything just froze and started exploding. Yeah, it's pretty nuts when your trap gets vial. So here, yeah, you can see how I chose to engage this pack. I'm spamming my blade shift for might. I walk in here, I see something over here, I walk in to check it out. I see like a few people, so what I'm gonna do is drop my trap right here, bait them all out, and then go into my damage. There's like two big guys here, so that is pretty dangerous. They go down here. We have our stuff, we get our icy procking. Everything starts melting. I think we got a vial proc off that trap, not sure. I'm preemptively dropping a trap for the same reason as the other one, because I don't know what's back there, and I'm probably going to try baiting him out all to that trap. I saw a big guy over there, so kind of just ran. You see right there, these guys can hit you from far away, so you always need to be aware that they exist pretty much. So you can see that when I come over here and start hitting all this stuff, I'm always paying attention to him still. I'm like watching him, making sure, trying to see what he's doing, even though I'm over here fighting this. So you can see he's winding that up, and I immediately like evade or just head out over this way so I don't get slammed by that frontal. And then that's down, so now once he does that attack, he's not going to do anything for a little bit. So I'm going to go back in and try to kill him before he can do anything. He does his swing here, he misses. I was trying to freeze him, I think. I got stunned by this guy. You can see how dangerous that is. I got a proc off my trap. Everything's frozen. And that's that. So this pack is pretty nasty. We have 3 coal enchanted. We have a big dude. We have a couple of the big dudes. And I think this guy also stuns. So I walk in and I'm okay to walk in here because I have momentum up still. And I think I have might up. So I would say I have everything falling off. I would say I probably like preemptively jumped the gun and jumped in here. Like probably a little more aggressively than I should have. So I just dropped trap. I dodged that big slam. I got hit by the one over here, and you can see that took half my health. That's because I don't have momentum or might up right now. But everything is pretty much poisoned yard, and I have disobedience. So I think what I'm trying to do first here is kill this guy as soon as possible because he's probably the most dangerous thing here. Um, he hits the hardest, and I just want to get rid of him ASAP. So you can see I am unsuccessful in killing him, and he is unstoppable now. So now at this point I'm probably not going to be able to nuke him down because this pack is so dangerous and he's unstoppable, so I'm doing a lot less damage, so I have to switch up my strategy. I do have momentum up, which is great. I am getting slowed, so I'm running away now because stuff is getting unstoppable, and I'm probably not going to be able to burst it down. I just trap a trap to keep my poison DR rolling, and just keep anything that's going to walk through there poisoned, and keep my disobedience up. You can see how much all of this stuff is hurting. Like, one hit from this guy is pretty massive, and then I got hit by that frontal from the guy back there. And I don't want to get stun locked right now. So like everything is hurting. So now at this point they are free to be CC'd again. So you can see how that I got him frozen. So I'm just trying to go in and see if I could burst him down because I do have him frozen now. This guy is winding up an attack, which is not good. But let's see. So I do recognize that, and I dodge out of the way. Still trying to kill this guy because he's the one in the front, and I have him locked down. He's unstoppable again, so we were not successful there. And you can kind of see how much it sucks when you have like a really hard pack like this, and like you don't burst something down when you have it crowd controlled. Like you could see how, like, look how long this pack is taking me now. I'm just having to keep disengaging and running because I still have 3 elites up that are wailing me pretty hard, and I don't want to get stun locked because they're all cold enchanted. Now, granted, the vuln reduction affix is not helping here at all. Like, it's very much making some of these elites take longer to kill. But you kind of just have to deal with what you're dealt with. So, I'm trying to play this as best as I can. I see this guy over here. This guy heals them, so I guess I'm just going to try to go over here and nuke that one down. Didn't. You see, I got him pretty low, but instead of trying to stand there and greed and kill him, I walked away immediately because I saw the 3 big dudes coming, and I don't want to get stun locked. You really don't want to get stun locked because you're going to die. So I'm running. I see another healer over here by himself, so I'm going to try to kill him if I can. Couldn't do that. Um, Avoiding the slam. Here, what am I trying? I think because this guy's now not unstoppable, and I had him pretty low, so I think what I'm going to try to do is just stand in here and absolutely go for the kill, because that's just going to make my life so much easier. And you can see we finally locked him down and got him killed. We had some nice icy procs, and I had Vuln up on him, so I had all my damage rolling, and he was frozen, so he died. This dude died. I had him locked down, same thing. I mean, you can see once that guy, like, once you get rid of one of them, it's just so much easier to just stand there and do your damage, because now you're in way less trouble from getting hit by three guys. Um, so let me just look over this again. So yeah, he's dead. Now, important to note, I am out of potions, and I'm very aware of that. So another reason I was trying to kill him was just to get some potions to drop, so I could have more healing. So you can see one does drop here. So now that he's dead, like I said, this guy is way over here. He's probably not going to do anything. And then I have this guy in a stun lock, and he's going to die. And now we just have 1 elite, and life is good. So I go over here to kill the healer, so it stops healing everything. Big guy's stun locked, he dies, he gets bursted down, and then everything else is just dying. So I think that pack, I mean, very, very, very easy to die in that pack. Like I said, especially with this build, you have to be very aware of like when stuff is unstoppable, your positioning, and this build is very much like it's very much about high risk, high reward, and like just knowing when you have an opening and then when you know you have an opening and you can absolutely go in and kill something, you absolutely have to take that opening and capitalize on it. Otherwise I'm going to be here running around with these three guys chasing me forever. So I had my opening on the big guy and I took it, and everything else just kind of fell apart from there. So we have the box. Just killing all this stuff. You're gonna see here, so at this point, I decide to go back for the healing well because I only have 6 potions, and I know that this last boss room is an absolute pain and terrible. So I just want to get maxed healing potions, but as you can see here, the healing well was cursed, so I kind of just have to deal with all this. I probably could have ran away, to be honest, and just not dealt with it, because I think by the end of this, this was just like a big time sink. You absolutely do not have to do this in a T100. And I'm honestly probably just going to skip all this. We do survive, we don't die, but I mean, like I said, it's just kind of a big time sink. And then you can see, like, I didn't even use the healing well, because I walked out of there with 9 potions anyway. So definitely a waste of time. Here, I'm just making sure to kill everything so it doesn't follow me into the last room, because I want that last room to be as easy as possible. I'm also choosing to save the shrine for the last room, so I'm just clearing everything out. And then I'm going to grab this shrine, and then we're going to head in and just try to blast everything as fast as possible with this buff. So I drop a trap. I'm trying to get my momentum stacked first. I have momentum up now, so I'm tanky, life's good. I just start trying to burst stuff down as fast as I can. We're killing the healer, so I could stop healing the big dudes. I see this guy in the back healing. I think I try to go over there at some point. Everything is unstoppable now. So as you can see, this is kind of it's pretty hectic, and there's a lot going on. So let me see if we can go through this a little slower. So as you can see, I believe 5 or 6 elites spawn. So the first thing I just do is whatever is on top of me, I'm going to try and just burst it down to start getting rid of stuff. So I did get one guy down, so now there's only 4 left, which makes everything a lot easier. Or 5 left, excuse me. So I'd say order of importance here, I'd probably want to kill him first because he has the lightning enchant and he's the most dangerous mob type. He's the big guy that swings hard. But I don't know what I'm doing here. So I have this guy frozen. I should probably be trying to kill him. I think I saw this one healing, so I just wanted to come over here and kill him. Yeah, I saw him healing, so I wanted to come over here and kill him. And at this point, I would say I'm just trying to kill the next thing closest to me that I see low. I saw him pretty low, so I'm just hitting him. He's unstoppable now, so he's probably not going to die. And then I do see the big guy swinging. I think at this point I'm probably just trying to run away from that big guy. I am staying in to try to kill this one because I just have it low, and like I said, the faster you can get rid of something, the better off you'll be, but he wasn't dying. He is now going to get CC'd, so that's going to be a big help, and he is dead. I am getting feared through all this, so one thing to note, when you do get stunned, just try to slam that shadow step as fast as you can. You can see I just immediately shadow step out. This guy is the healer, so I'm trying to kill him now. Have him in a stun lock and he's dead. Over here to kill the other healer. Make sure I'm watching out for this big guy and his swings. Always be watching this guy. Even when you're like over here killing stuff, just be watching him so you don't get hit by anything. So I do get hit there, but we're okay. And then this stuff's unstoppable, but there's not really much left to kill, so I'm just going in trying to kill them. And then I got everything killed now. And then now comes the hard part. These guys absolutely suck. So this guy and the other guy with the bubble, I mean, so you have a double suppressor, which is very bad for Barrage, and then both of them cannot be CC'd. So as you can see here, it just says immune. He's not getting any type of CC on him, so I can't get my, like I'm not benefiting from my Frostbitten, from my control glyph, my penitent, any of the modifiers on cold imbue. Like I'm doing negative damage pretty much to these guys, and I have lower vuln up time, which sucks. So you can see that he is taking long to kill. I am getting very lucky here because I don't believe this guy has aggroed to me. So I'm getting very lucky by just being able to get free damage into him without any extra danger. But so he does get aggroed to me now, and he's going for a slam, which I am unsuccessful in dodging, but luckily I don't die. So at this point they're overlapped, which means sometimes you're not going to be able to hit one of them, which is very annoying. And I'm just taking an insane amount of damage this whole time with these stupid lightning balls. So I kind of just go for a reset here. I got one of them off, and he's coming back now, so can't really do much. I am dangerously low on health pots. I think at this point I realized that I could CC this guy, and I just try to lock him down and kill him. Which I do, and then luckily now, so that gets rid of all these stupid balls, and that means I'm just going to be taking quite a bit less damage. I saw that guy slamming, so I walked out of that as soon as I could. The big swing, oof. So you can see the big swing, it kind of has a really weird hitbox on it. Sometimes you can be behind him and get hit by it, which I think is what happened here. Yeah, so you can see I'm completely behind this guy and I still get hit. And it does quite a bit of damage. So I was watching him too, and you saw if I got hit by that, I absolutely would have died there. So I was watching him, and I did jump out of that. Big swing coming. I dodged that one. Big swing coming again. I was kind of late there, but I still got hit. I was kind of in back of him. They're just immune to CC, so we're just standing here, going at it raw, and hoping for the best. But you can see I'm just walking through them, like trying to bait them around, kind of misdirect their attacks. Since Blade Shift is pretty nice for that. And then we finally got that one down, and now it's kind of just kill him. Now I'm like I'm just relaxed now, and I'm just chipping away. He's not going to do much. I have my momentum rolling, and then you can see the other guys come over here, and they're not even a problem. So at this point, I am done, but I am just going to go over there and kill them for fun, because why not? I'm standing here trying to figure out what to do with them. So I see the guy there. He's cold infused, if you can't see it. So I just destroy this really quick. I'm kind of peeking around the wall to see what I'm dealing with. So we have a Devious. This is the one that's going to burn your resource, which is absolutely terrible. And they're all cold imbued, so that's pretty nasty. So I went over there to check what I had, and then I walked back into this bubble to kind of plan what I'm going to do. And then you can see now, I think I'm going to drop a trap. Yep, just going to drop a trap, bait them around the wall. Luckily, I got the Devious guy out first, so if I kill him, this is just going to be like stupid easy since my resource won't get burned. So he falls, I have my cold imbue up, And I'm going to try to burst him down now. And I'm getting hit and stunned from some stupid thing in the back. So I was not successful in bursting him down. You can see, even though he's unstoppable, that I'm still trying to kill him. That's because if I don't kill him, I can't do anything because I'm not going to have any resources. So I'm just trying to kill him and nothing else really matters right now. I do go back into the bubble just because I cannot get damaged in here. And he's unstoppable right now, so I'm just kind of wasting time in here. Then I walk right back out. He is stunned again. You got these idiots back here with their the little frontal that this guy does. I think there's one of these big dudes back here. So I have him frozen and he's dead. So now I can kind of breathe a little bit and just burst that one down. Watching for the big guy here. Waiting for this one to stop being unstoppable. I'm not really in any danger because he's not doing much. This one doesn't really do anything but heal. And then we do have the chest guardian that came out of nowhere. You see I got stunned here. I think I got hit by something from her, and I got stun locked, and I don't have Shadow Step up, and it did quite a bit of damage, so I'm just kind of waiting here, hoping for the best. I'm spamming Health Pot that entire time, because I need to heal as soon as I come out. So I kind of just walk away, trying to dodge stuff. I do get this one stun locked, so it's dead. This guy is now stun locked. Now I want to kill the big guy because he's just annoying. And then at this point, everything just dies. And we took care of that one. And that's pretty much the end of the dungeon there. So like I said, I was hoping this would help if you are planning to try the build out and you need a little bit of help learning how to play it, or just in general, if you are pushing keys. Hopefully I was able to give you some tips, like just general tips, like especially for like these mob types, like these big guys you really want to watch out for. So hopefully that'll help you out. If you guys do like this type of video, I do have plenty more tier 100s I could run through and kind of explain what I'm doing, because each dungeon is different, and there are a lot of different mob types and things you need to be looking out for, as well as when you get different affix combos. So if you did like this kind of video, please do let me know, and I'll be happy to make some more. So for now, I think that is pretty much it. Uh, Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you out, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye.